I can tell you guys were really excited to hear that gospel. Everyone's favorite gospel, right? Going through this genealogy. And when we had two options, why did I choose that one? Well, because the one from Mark is going to be the exact same gospel on Monday for the baptism of the Lord. And I said, we probably shouldn't be repeating it twice, because then I have to come up with two different homilies for the same gospel. And that's hard. And now I have to come up with a homily for this beautiful gospel that we took with the genealogy. And there are two genealogies that we hear about for Jesus. The more familiar one, because it's used a few times in the liturgy, is the one from Matthew. And that's at the very beginning of Matthew. And that's where it goes from Abraham down to Jesus. And the focus is on that he is son of Abraham, and so he's therefore Israel, and the son of David, and so he is king. Where here Luke is more looking at he is the Savior for all humanity, not just for the people of Israel. And we see this throughout the Gospel of Luke, like we will hear in the Gospel this evening or tomorrow, depending on when you go to Mass, about the Magi coming from the East. The first to recognize the kingship of Jesus are not the Jews, but other people from other places. And we hear this gospel telling us Jesus is connected to all of us. And I think about it, with the Matthew's gospel, like I said, it goes from Abraham down to Jesus. Abraham begat Isaac, Isaac begat Jacob, Jacob begat Judah and his brothers. And so it goes through there. But here it's going from Jesus up. And it's showing he is the center of history. You place a rock in a pond and it goes out. The rings go out. And Jesus is that center, the epicenter of history. And he's showing us he is here to save all of us. Every person. And he's inviting us then to surrender ourselves over to him and say, Lord, it doesn't matter where I've been or where I'm at now. You want to be part of my life. Right here, right now. And so often we get off track, and I always love that image of the God positioning system, GPS, that we might have shut it off in our mind for a while, saying, well, I'm going to wander and do my own thing. But when we turn it on, when we go back to the Lord and say, Lord, I am so lost. I am so lost. We can turn on that God positioning system, and he'll say, recalculating. And he will bring us from wherever we're at to his heart, for only willing to listen. God has sent his Son to be one with all of humanity, to draw us out of our brokenness into his heart, into his life. Let us look at our lives. Let us examine those areas where we have shut off that God positioning system. And say, Lord, here, help me to get back on track. Recalculate my life so that I can get back to your heart.